structure of Buddhism, the structure of Buddhism. And that is just thinking in terms of what we call the three jewels or the three treasures. Okay? The three treasures. And these are sort of the three things that we really need in our practice that we cannot very easily get by without. And they are called the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Now, the Buddha represents that historical figure, this prince who attained enlightenment. He outlined the path for us, the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and all the teachings. And he's a very important figure, but we don't want to get caught up also. We want to look at him as an example, but ultimately this isn't about his journey, it's about yours. So we don't want to make him a god. We don't want to worship him. We don't want to get caught up just thinking about him and not thinking about our own journey. So he's an example for us to think about, though. But also there's another aspect to this, and that is Buddha just means the awakened one, and you have Buddha nature within you. That is your own inherent ability to practice and attain enlightenment. And we may not always think about that, but we do have that inherent self-nature that we're trying to understand. So the real Buddha is the Buddha that's inside you. When we talk about the treasure of the Buddha, the real Buddha is the one that's inside you. The Dharma is all the teachings. So everything that we study to learn about the path, everything that we're trying to practice. So our meditation practice is part of the Dharma. Our ethical behavior is part of the Dharma. And the words of the Buddha are part of the Dharma. It's all the teachings are the Dharma. That's the second treasure. And it's also really anything that encourages us in our practice can be thought of as Dharma. Anything that encourages us. So whatever helps you get back to your practice is the Dharma. Some people do want to narrow that and say just the words of the Buddha are the Dharma, but I don't think that's correct. I think anything that helps you in your practice, helps you stay committed, is part of the Dharma. And then finally is the Sangha. The Sangha is the community of practitioners. So it is the people around us that help us in our practice. It is other Buddhists, it is monks and nuns, but also regular people like us, but also I would include non-Buddhist meditators. I would include anyone that is doing the practice, anyone that helps us be encouraged in the practice, because this is hard to do without other people. We don't need other people. We shouldn't need other people because it's a solitary practice, but we're social creatures, so we do. And the fact of the matter is we pick up a lot of the traits of the people we spend time with, so it helps us to spend time with people who have some of the same goals we do. So that's what the Sangha is. It's other people that are trying to do these kinds of practices that are in our lives that we feel connected to. If you don't feel connected to a community, it's probably not your Sangha, and that's okay. But really, anyone who's practicing with you, whose practices you follow, who you can talk to about your practice, is your Sangha. So if you're watching this video, I can be your Sangha. And it is important. It is important. I used to think it wasn't important to have a community, but it is, because other people doing it inspire you. Doing it can inspire you more than the Buddha and the Dharma, really, at times. So that is the structure of Buddhism, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a good day.